Hello, YouTube vinyl community, independent music collectors. Prog Rock Tommy here, aka Edward, back with a vinyl update, my last one before the new year begins. I want to wish everyone happy holidays and a happy new year to everyone in the world. And I want to show one CD and a stack of records, some that I traded for, and then ones that were given to me as Christmas gifts. And if I may take a few moments here, I'd like to share a short story about myself. I was in junior high school and I was put in or signed up to be into what they call the Big Brothers and Sisters. So I had a big sister, and I don't remember her name. She was a sweetheart, very kind person. And one year around Christmas time, she gave me a sheet of paper about yet so big and asked me to write on there a couple of Christmas ideas for gifts. I didn't know what to say. So as always, like I've been even to now, really into music, I wrote down a couple of things, and I'll never forget what I wrote down. I wrote down Pink Floyd, Metal, and Aerosmith, Nights in the Ruts. And at that time, I had a cassette player. I don't remember what happened to my turntable. I think it wasn't working or something. So I asked for those on cassette. I didn't think anything about it. I just filled it out and handed it back to her. And sometime around Christmas or before Christmas, I got this package from her, and I didn't open it to Christmas Day so I could have something else to open up on Christmas Day, and I was shocked. She went out and got me those two cassettes, and that is one of my favorite Christmas memories because of her kindness, that she took time to know me and to know what kind of my hobbies and interests were, and I just thought that was really, really, really sweet of her to do that. I don't remember her name. Maybe one day, you never know, it's a small world, she may watch this video and come across this and remember this guy. But anyway, if that ever happens, I just want to say thank you very much, and hello, and I hope you are doing well. Okay, like as I mentioned, I want to show some stuff. One thing that I picked up at a flea market is a CD of Tom Waits, Closing Time, which came out in 1973, and it is one of my favorite records. It is just has all the elements of jazz, folk, acoustic sounding. In fact, I read, if I remember right, that he was on the same label as the Eagles, and they were about to release their album, and they approached him. He really wanted the album, his album, to be more of a piano, but they I don't know, coached him, talked him into being more acoustic, which this album has really a nice acoustic sound to it, because it was like what they were about to release with the Eagles' first album, acoustic album, which the Eagles' first album is one of my favorites. I don't have it, so one day, hopefully, I'll get that one in. But moving right along, I do have some vinyl to show. Some of these I traded for, and some, like I mentioned, are gifts. I'll start with the ones that I traded for. One thing that I traded for was my first dub album. So maybe this year, as the new year approaches, I will get into that genre of reggae and dub music. But I picked up this as a record store day release. It's Creation Rebel, and it's still in the shrink, but it came with the download card, and I already downloaded that. I really like this. And this album originally came out in 1978. And I really did like it. This other one is an online pickup. I picked up a compilation of one of my favorite prog bands, Gentle Giant. It's a gatefold on the nice vertical, and I believe people refer to this vertical as the spaceship vertical label. I don't know if you can see that very well. But I posted this in one of the vinyl groups I am, and I like what this person made a comment and said that nice comp, wacky cover, I digs it. And I like that comment. This is another thing that I traded for. This is one of those Paul McCartney archive, part of the collection. He went back and they did a Red Rose Speedway, Paul McCartney and Wings. Haven't opened it yet. But you get bonus LP with lots of really cool bonus tracks. I'll mention a few, like you get Mary Had a Little Lamb, which I believe was released as a single. Thank You Darling. Something called 1882 Live in Berlin. The Mess, which I believe was the B-side of the single My Love. And Take 10 of Live and Let Die, group only. I haven't played this yet, but I really have been enjoying these McCartney archive reissues. The other one that I traded for is Tom Waits, The Heart of Saturday Night. It's a reissue. Haven't played it yet. And I don't remember too much about this album. A lot of the stuff that I had were copies people made me of Tom Waits music that I still have, and I spend those once in a while. Now I'm going to get into the Christmas stuff that my wife and daughter gave me for Christmas. Some really, really cool stuff. Blew me away. Tom Waits, Foreign Affairs. It's a good album. In fact, this one right here is like what they call some type of white. I don't think it'll show very well, but it's on like a white with a little splatter of gray. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's like a gray with splatter of white on the vinyl. It's really nice. Foreign Affairs. Such a good album. I'll check this one out on YouTube. They have it on there. You can listen to it. It's real good. Okay. Another Christmas gift. My first time having this on vinyl, actually. I am a Who fan. I did get the original soundtrack recording, Tommy the movie. Love the album artwork on this. No red parlor door label. Got the scenes from the movie. Really, really cool. And I got some Texas artists album. Well, a couple right here. Didn't have any, and we'll continue to collect some more of their albums. I'm a big fan of the Fabulous Thunderbirds. I got Butt Rockin' on vinyl with one of my favorite songs by them, One's Too Many and 100 Ain't Enough. Also got the, it says recorded May 1979, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Girls Go Wild. With the hit song that I think I remember from it was Scratch My Back. Many, many years ago when I was in a band called Dark Blue, one of the band members won some tickets to be part of the video making of their song How Do You Spell Love, and it was done here in Austin, Texas at the Continental Club. And it was a really cool day because we were in there for a long, long time. You know, of course, they do different takes of the video, and then I was part of the crowd. And then during those breaks, they would do like 3 or 4 songs, perform 3 or 4 songs live. It was really great, and Somewhere in that video, my friend and myself are in, and it's like real quick, but we're in the, they show a quick, what do you call it? Take or the view of the audience getting into the song. But yeah, that was a great day, and I thought that was really neat that he asked me to go with him. I had a great time. Now the last Christmas gift that I got was for vinyl was Los Lobos by the Light of the Moon. Great record in my opinion. I'm going to say this, in my opinion, very underrated band. I really like a lot of their stuff. And I'm looking forward to, in January, not on my birthday, but somewhere towards the end of January, my wife surprised me and got us tickets to see Los Lobos and Los Lonely Boys open for them. So that is one of my early birthday gifts, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. I've never seen them in concert. I have some DVDs of them, and they're just an awesome band. Very skilled, can switch it up. One guy can play accordion, the next guy can play bass, one guy can play saxophone. They're just so versatile. And I don't have a really, because I like a lot of their records, but if you want a place to start, I'd get their first album and this one. The first album, which I don't have. Hope to add more Los Lonely Boys LPs to the collection. Well, that's it, music collectors. Just thought I'd do a video before the new year kicks in. I want to wish everyone and thank everyone who has subscribed, taken the time to leave comments. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. Happy music collecting in the new year, and a happy new year to everyone. Prog Rock Tommy, over and out.